Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. And yeah, we're going to be talking about Venom again. I'm probably going to cover the fuck out of Venom because I really want to see what happens with this property for a multitude of reasons. One, it's Venom, so fuck yeah. Two, Sony is trying something that could really easily backfire on them or further alienate them in terms of their deal with Marvel. And I very much want to see what happens with that. And three, it's interesting movie news regardless of where you sit on the comic book movie spectrum, whether you are a fan or not a fan. It's just interesting nonetheless. So Collider was reporting that Sony apparently is ready to start shooting the Venom movie this fall, like this October. It's going to be a hard sci-fi movie, and they also want it to be rated R. So clearly, those things are interesting to me. One, an earlier shoot time means that we'll get footage sooner. So there's that. Having it be a hard sci-fi film is interesting because I don't feel we get a lot of hard sci-fi movies anymore. I don't quite know also how they would apply hard sci-fi to comic book movie. So again, I'm interested to see how that plays out. And rated R, which is something that, let's face it, people want this from a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. They want an R-rated movie. The best we've got thus far is the Netflix series. Because I dare anyone to tell me that Daredevil Season 2 is fucking PG-13, right? Same with Daredevil Season 1. Christ, fucking Jessica Jones. I mean, shit, even Luke Cage. Even Iron Fist, I would argue, is PG-13 outside of a couple scenes. Like the hammer dismemberment scene. There were a few moments in all those series that push it over the line of being rated PG-13, but those could easily be cut down or whatever else to make it that way. But the point is, this is interesting. This is very fascinating because this could mean that it's coming. This could mean that the R-rated side of the MCU is coming. And yes, I am saying the MCU, but it's also, I don't know, we'd maybe call it the AMCU, the ancillary MCU, or the SMCU, so like the secondary MCU. There's no official term for it yet, but this is essentially what is forming, and we're watching this happen in real time, and it's interesting. Now, we know that on the Marvel side of things, their connection to their ABC shows like Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the upcoming Inhumans, and I think Runaways and Cloak and Dagger are all going to be separate from the Netflix series, which in essence are still separate from the main cinematic universe and the other side of things. So it's all separate, which is dumb. But I feel Sony is taking that concept and they're running with it. They're running with it in a way that is probably going to either work or fail. And that's why it's so interesting. It's such a huge gamble. We don't know what to expect from this. We don't know who the people are that are going to be involved in this. We know basically that it's not going to have any connection to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole, where Spider-Man is going to be the one connecting character that will jump in between. Honest to God, Tom Holland has found himself in probably one of the most lucrative deals ever. People are going to sit there and go, oh, but Robert Downey Jr. has made all this money over all of these years. And yes, but Tom Holland will probably usurp that if he maintains the role for as long as Downey Jr. has played fucking Tony Stark. And if Holland is smart and he plays it right, it's going to turn into a gigantic fucking payday. By the time we get to like the 8th appearance of fucking Spider-Man, he could be asking like 20, 30, 40 million a fucking pop and get it. And it all starts right now. And it's all probably about his willingness to jump over into these secondary MCU or Sony MCU. There we go. The SMCU, Sony's Marvel Cinematic Universe, because that's essentially what it is. So it's just going to be like that. Now, we don't know what director they want. We don't know that if they're going to do the same thing for Silver Sable and Black Cat. We don't know what's going to happen, but they're guaranteed going to give it a shot. And the reason why is because of the success of Deadpool and because of the success of Logan. Sony's like, it's our turn. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. And if they release Venom not too long away from when Deadpool comes out, and Deadpool is going to be a bona fide success. Deadpool 2 is probably going to bank $1 billion. The writers are talking about, the film is going to be starting to shoot here pretty soon. They still haven't cast cable yet, but they know that they are going to make money regardless, so they're not locked down to a release date yet. But we know it's coming in 2018, and we know they're going to start shooting that pretty fucking soon. I would say they're probably already pretty well through pre-production and getting ready to go, and they're just finishing up the script. But all this, I'm certain the set pieces are locked down and all that stuff's going on. But the whole issue though with Sony and Venom and R-rated is that it's going to give them the opportunity to expand out beyond what they've done thus far and take us into new, interesting places. And I have a feeling a lot of that has to do, again, with the success of Deadpool and Logan, and also the Legion TV series, which is M for mature, and it's TVMA, and there's stuff in there. And so fans are at this point now that they are very much pushing to see this kind of content. And if done well, if done right, it could be an interesting cash cow for Sony, because Sony, again, gets to completely bank on the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All they have to do is just play it a little bit safe with the timeline, right? All they have to do is just go to Kevin Feige and say, fine, we won't connect to you. You won't connect to us. We'll keep it cool, dog, but let us know what your big arcs are. Let us know what your big plans are, and we will work around that. Very similar to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix series. And if they do that, and it's done in any modicum of high quality, it will be a success. And they will be able to then take it to whatever place they want to take it, but through ancillary, it will be part of the MCU. It will be Sony's MCU. And that, again, is like super fascinating. But the question remains, will Sony fuck it up? And the answer is probably. But in the meantime, I'm going to hold out hope, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm looking to see what happens next. Looking forward to seeing what happens next. But what about you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think they should work with Marvel and bring it all over and just fucking share resources and share profits? Or do you think they're being stupid and dumb and greedy? These are things I want to know. Let me know in the comments. My name is Matt Jarbo. You've been listening to $3 Theater. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.